What's up, guys? It's Aaron Perelli from AJP Fishing, okay? Make no mistake about it, this is a professional show. I know I got my children's projects in the background, okay? But we're a little bit on a scenery budget, all right? So we're going to dive right in today for the Deps 175 slide swimmer. A lot of guys are looking for a brown trout modification. And I know people have trouble sending it out, getting it back, and they want it in time. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to do it yourself that's pretty efficient, all right? Stick around. Okay, guys, we're back. Now, Deps offers you a couple styles of trout, okay? They offer you the Butch Brown natural trout, okay? Very nice pattern, looks awesome. I love it myself. And then they offer you the Seiko trout. The Seiko trout is just a little bit lighter, okay? It's got that nice pink lateral line and whatnot. It's a very, very excellent bait. And then they also offer you the Stocker trout, which is a little bit darker, okay? It's more like the stocking season. Now the rainbows get a little bit darker and whatnot. I like these a lot. And they also offer you an emerald trout. What they don't offer you is a brown trout, okay? I really wanted to get a brown trout going, and the only way I could figure out how is to order a Wild Carp color, okay? The Wild Carp color already comes in a little bit of a, you know, a tannish beige pattern, okay? It's not see-through, it's not translucent, so you can actually work on this. First thing you want to get is a pack of Sharpie fine point markers, okay, with the assortment here. We're going to take out the orange, red, and the black. And the first thing you want to do is start making your dots on a trout, for a brown trout, because a brown trout has a lot of brown, it's got, black dots, it's got a lot of orange dots, and I like to start up top and work my way down. So start actually strategically placing your black dots on the bait itself. And then once you start strategically placing the black dots, okay, start in with some of the other colors to make sure you have room for the other ones. Make a nice pattern. Try to space it out. Try to give yourself plenty of distance. If I sound like Bob Ross during this, I'm sorry, because I've never ever did a mod video. But this is definitely my first one. You see how that's already coming out? Actually looks nice. Now, when you're strategically placing it, okay, make sure you leave a little bit of space and try to work from front to back so you don't start rubbing your hands against it and everything else like that. Make your lines, you know. A lot of the trout today have a little bit of a red center, but sometimes they have a little bit of a black. So you can just make a little bit of a black, okay? A little bit of a black there, a little bit of a black there, a little bit of a black there, black there. And then usually they have a white outline, but we're going to use the orange to outline it today, just to give you circles of a modification that would look like a brown trout. Now let me come over here with the orange. Let me just do the outline circle around it. Okay. And go right into the circling, because you guys see there's a lot of red and a lot of black and orange, and it fills up pretty quick, and it looks nice. If I ramble on, you can just tell me in the comments, but I'm doing this right now real quick just so you can get the basics of how you would start it and make it look. Okay, and then if you want to switch up the pattern and go into orange and then black, that's fine also. You just want to get a basic diagram of what you're doing. Okay, make your half circles. See how you're starting to get like that orangish black around it? A little orange over here. Okay. Now start making your oranges and then outline them in black. So orange, 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 orange. And then just start half cutting them underneath, so it has the little outlines. Just making sure it's pronounced. That's all you're doing, is making sure the bait is pronounced. Okay. That's already a blackish tint. And then you keep adding more dots to the pattern as you're doing it. You can go up on top. Obviously, you can get the fin, because you know you see black dots on brown trout all the time. And then add a little orange to it also. Okay, so we got here. Add orange dot here. Don't be afraid to get in there and make the pattern really stick out, okay? Go up obviously on top. We're gonna do just one side. Strategically place them. Up on the face, you know you see brown trout have dots all over the face also. I mean, they're everywhere, and it looks good. But you save that red marker, obviously, for the gill area, okay? So, let's put that down. Let's make a couple more black in here. Let's put a little more orange in some of these fillers. A little more orange on the outside. A little more orange. Because you see some of those dots, sometimes they could be orange, sometimes they could be black. It really depends. Start working down. I'm going to go into this area right here, make a couple circles. Oh, it's a little bit big of a circle, but that was really quick. And these are all just going to be your little half black, half moon pieces underneath. Just little tiny half moon pieces. Oh, half moon. Obviously, as you go along, you can always touch it up, but try to let it dry for a little bit before you start touching it up again, okay? Because you don't want to get too nuts with the coloring because it starts going off. If you want to use a hair dryer to start using, get the color to start drying faster, that's fine. I do it all the time. But don't keep it on there too long because you're going to expand the chamber where the balance system is, and then your bait's not going to be as tuned, okay? Make sure you start getting that tail. That tail's really important to have those black dots on. Nice strategically placed. And then as you're going through it, what you want to do is take a look at the top part, make your dots. All the way up. Don't forget to do the tail. Strategically placed. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get the coloring here. What I want to do is add that red in on that gill before I forget. Try to come in a little bit thick underneath and work your way up, okay? Because behind that gill plate, it's very red on that gill plate. But also make like a little bit of an opening, like a little half moon triangle, because that's where most of the opening is on their gill. Come in real nice, real close. And then just blend it in as you go, okay? And then keep that line in there. So you come in under the gill plate and just keep on working your colorations. Now, whatever you see that has a little bit of area in it, fill it in with some color. Okay, you see the top? You just want to keep filling it in with whatever you got, but don't overdo it, you know. This was the red. Let me go back to the orange. Okay, if you see that you like this line is a little bit more pronounced underneath, start filling in with a little bit more orange. More of a circle on the orange, little dots. Okay, a little more dots. Fill it in a little bit. Don't be afraid to use it. Once they start seeing this and tracking it, believe me, they already know what's on it. They see what it looks like. They think it's a trout. This bait has an amazing trout motion, so it's pretty much gonna stick out for itself just by the motion. But if you have a brown trout stocked lake, believe me, this pattern looks crazy. The one that I have that I just showed you before I started this video, I saw it in the water, and oh my God, I was completely dumbfounded at how good it turned out. And I didn't think it was going to turn out that good. And then once I saw it in the water, I was blown away. I was so happy that I actually tried it. You know, never be afraid to experiment with something like this, because you'd be really impressed with what you can do. Now fill in a couple more dots around the area. And just keep working your way over, okay? Like I said, get into that face, you know? Get into the top. Put dots on the top, strategically placed, okay? Keep going with the dots, strategically placed. And then when you're done and it's dry, go on the other side, okay? Put them everywhere you would see them. Best way to do it is definitely take a picture of a brown trout off the internet and then just start working off of that pattern, okay? Freehand it. Don't be afraid to experiment. And once you do it on something like this, try it on crankbaits and whatever else you want to do. I mean, obviously I'm still, you know, working on this, but I'm just showing you the basics of how you would do it and how to start getting that look like a brown trout, you know? I mean, it's a little bit different. Obviously, I'm going to finish it up and touch it up and make it look nice, but I'll show you the finished product, you know, once I'm done, probably on another video. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep working on it, okay? Get yourself out there and start trying to modify your own baits if you can't have them sent out to be painted, because I know it's expensive, all right? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like. Comment and subscribe. Thumbs up, all right? Good luck on the water and be safe.
A bad love, that's about to be a mess, 'cause I'm holding